I love using beads in my weaving, and so I wanted to show you a way that I did it with this weave inspired by an Elie Saab dress. I used beads and sequins from my favorite shop, The Bead Chest. They have so many different kinds. I started by just weaving a foundation. It was completely straight tabby, and if you want to learn more about the basics of weaving, like warping, tabby, anything else, you can check that out on my website in my foundations class. Then I started adding some rope fringe. I slipped a crochet hook between 2 rows of tabby, then grabbed the rope and pulled it through and pulled the tails through the loop. This is called a lark's head knot. I love this way of adding fringe because you can do it after the weaving so that you can choose exactly where you want the different points of fringe to go. I made it denser at the bottom and then slowly started fading it towards the top. Here's how it looked when all of the fringe was finished. I love this effect. Then the fun part, I started adding beads. I chose a lot of flat beads and metallic beads because I love the way that they shine and sparkle in the sun. If you want to sew on beads, you can use thread and a beading needle. Guide the thread through the needle and come up from the bottom of the tapestry. I used some flat metallic beads, some round bone beads, some small metallic beads to go inside the flat beads, some flat vinyl beads, and some metallic seed beads. Once your needle comes up from the bottom, guide a flat bead onto it, followed by a small bead. Then turn the needle around and go around the small bead back through the hole of the flat bead. The small bead will hold the flat bead in place. Guide your needle back down and then come up where you want the next bead to be placed. For the circular bone beads, just guide the needle through the hole of the bead and back down. If you don't want to spend hours hand sewing, you can take a shortcut by using a high-quality fabric or craft glue. Just place the glue wherever you want a bead and place the bead straight onto the glue. I even put a small bead inside the flat bead so they looked like they were hand sewn. Gluing does have its advantages because it allows you to be more precise and quicker about where you want each bead to be placed. It took me about an hour to hand sew a small section of beads and then an hour and a half to finish the rest of the tapestry with glue. The glue is very durable and it seems like it holds the beads really well. Then finish your tapestry however you want. Don't forget to comb out all that lovely fringe when it's done hanging up. And there you go. I love the way that this tapestry looks. The beads are so sparkly and they transition into the fringe in a beautiful waterfall effect. Head to the link in the description to visit my blog post about this project to see the inspiration and learn about my weaving classes.